G'day, I'm Kevin, a retired Australian living my life here in Chiang Mai. But burning season is approaching in the north, so I'm going to jump on a train and head south to escape the smoke. This is my journey. This is 52 weeks. I am in the city, as you can probably tell from the buildings. My journey south has brought me to Kuala Lumpur. I got here yesterday afternoon about 2:30 and made my way to my accommodation using the SkyTrain. I would say the rail links in Kuala Lumpur seem to be very efficient. At KL Central, the signage to them wasn't that good, but if you have a wander around and take your time, you can find them and find the right one to get on and get a ticket. So it was just less than 3 ringgit to get from KL Central to a station, about 10 minutes walk from my hotel. So the first impressions of Kuala Lumpur is that it's busy, as you'd expect. Yeah, so had a bit of a wander last night, found a street food place where I had dinner, which was pretty good. Had a cheeseburger. And then there's a convenience store across the road, so I got what I needed for the hotel room and called it a night. But today I'm out for a wander. Interestingly enough, I'm staying right near the Australian High Commission. So if I need them, they're there, I guess. Won't have to find them. Bit of traffic about. It's the middle of the day at the moment, so it's not too bad. And it seems to be pretty well managed. The other thing I'm right near is the Petronas Tower, or the Twin Towers, which is there. So maybe I'll go and have a look there, explore my local area a little bit. I have made my way inside the Petronas Tower and bought my ticket to go out to the Skywalk. So one of the advantages of being old is I got it for half price. So I'm just waiting for my tour time to come up, and then I'll be on my way. On the Sky Bridge, where we're being given 10 minutes to wander around up here. There's another deck up top where there's something very noisy going on, so we might be interrupted. Yeah, it's quite a view, But apparently we're going up higher after we leave here. Okay, we are on the observation deck on the 85th floor. Very tightly timetabled. We've got 15 minutes up here. So have a wander. That was an interesting thing to do. Great views. A very tightly timetabled tour, apart from on the way down where you went through 2 gift shops where the time seemed unlimited. That's life. Yeah, glad I did that. Been a bit of rain while I've been out. It may be raining still a little bit. No, I think it stopped. Okay, quite a pleasant view as you come out of the Petronas Towers as well. But inside there is a mall, shopping mall, which I am going to have a wander in before I move on to wherever I'm going next. Well, it's looking a little stormy. There's just a peal of thunder which went for about a minute and a half. So I don't know if I'll be getting out much further. We'll see. I'm just in the little garden at the back of the Petronas Towers at the moment, so quite a pleasant space. I have decided to get a ticket on the hop on hop off tour, which seems like a reasonably good deal to me. It is 60 ringgit, but I have to tell you, when somebody selling tickets asks you how old you are, don't be offended. They may be going to offer you a discount. So I got a discount and it was only 30 ringgit for me. So pretty good deal. And it goes for 24 hours. It's a little bit past 11 and they checked me on at 12. So I've got until 12 tomorrow to hop on and hop off. There's a couple of routes, couple of routes, and I'm on the city route at the moment, but maybe at some stage I'll get onto the garden route. We'll see how much time I spend in places.
Right now we are heading towards stop number 2, Malaysia, India.
I hopped off at the Palace of Culture, which is a major performing arts venue, but it is in refurbish mode by the look of it. I did manage to get in one side door and have a look around a little bit before the security guard decided she'd had enough of me and told me I wasn't allowed in there. However, yeah, so I'm just going to go down. Apparently there's a gallery a bit further down the road, so I'm going to go and have a look at that and see if I can get in there. That's a traditional Malay house, which is just outside the gallery over here, which was open and I got in, but no filming allowed inside, so consequently no filming. Yeah, it's quite nice. I'm going to jump back on the bus now whenever it turns up. They do have this movie outside. It shows you what it looks like inside a bit, and into the theatre as well, which I certainly didn't get into. So it looks like this was a good idea, but there's nothing much happening these days. It's kind of little shopettes where you can buy stuff and do workshops and things like that. But there's nothing much happening here today, and I think the main building is just an opportunity to do some shopping. It's the middle of the week, so maybe they fire up on the weekends, but there's not much going on here today. Okay, that was a good thing to do, although I had a couple of disappointing stops. It was actually good to be on the bus and kind of get the lay of the land and where things are, and I spotted a couple of walks that I might do as well, so yeah, that was a pretty good day. I've just jumped off at the Petronas Towers because that's the stop closest to my hotel. So it was the easiest one for me. Yeah, it's a good day all round. I'm going to head back to the hotel and have some rest before I grab some dinner. Once again, don't think I'll do anything much tonight, apart from eat. Yeah, so I'll see you when I see you. Like all major modern cities, Kuala Lumpur has quite a variety of stuff. And a busy downtown shopping area and lots of historic things to look at as well. I've just been wandering today and I'm not entirely certain where I am. But I'm having a good time nonetheless. I have been out doing some organising of onward travel and other kind of chores like that this morning, bit of laundry, that sort of stuff. But I thought I might check out a few more sites on my way home. Well, when I say home, on my way back to the hotel. Yeah, so I got off here to come to the Independence Square, which has a very large flagpole lying, and there's lots of stuff around here worth having a look at. I'm following signage telling me I'm on a colonial walk. So I just thought I'd see where it takes me. It has been an interesting wander. There's lots of renovation work going on wherever I go in Malaysia. It may have something to do with ASEAN 2025, which Malaysia is the chair of. Just getting things spick and span for the big events, I guess. Or it may be a completely different reason entirely, I don't really know. But yeah, that was a interesting wander, but I'm hearing the sounds of thunder, so I'm going to jump back on the train and make my way back to the hotel, hopefully before the downpour arrives. Today is a public holiday in Malaysia. It's the end of Ramadan, so a big public holiday. Lots of places are closed, so I'm just having a relaxing day. At the moment I'm having a dip in the infinity pool of my hotel on the 31st floor, which is really quite pleasant. There's a few people about who I think are having a similar idea to me today about having a relaxing day. So had a bit of a late morning, went and picked up the laundry, and then came back for a swim. So that's all I've done today so far. I will try and get out for lunch a little bit later this afternoon, and if I can find something open. Lots of places closed for the public holiday, so yeah, so I'm sure there'll be some place I'll get something to eat, but yeah, it'll just be quite a relaxing day today. As it turns out, I had a club sandwich for lunch back at the hotel, and then decided I'd go for a little stroll, and I kind of pointed in this general direction. Sorry, I've just been distracted by the Malaysian Institute of Art. Sorry about that. Wasn't open. There's lots of places closed today, as I mentioned earlier. But yeah, I found myself walking along this road here, which is along one of the routes of the hop-on hop-off bus, because I've seen a couple go by and it looks a bit familiar. But I found this really just on this side over here. There's green area, which I saw the other side of the KL Tower when I was there the other day. And there's all sorts of signage and historical points of interest along the route. So it turned out to be a really good walk. The roads are relatively quiet, so I think everybody's taken the opportunity to head out of town for the long weekend. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people. There is quite a nice breeze this afternoon too, so it's quite pleasant walking. The breeze kind of hitting you every now and again. But I'm heading back towards my hotel now, and that might see me out for the day. In a couple of YouTube videos, this bridge was mentioned as a place to come if you're in the area. But looking at the crowds, I think it is the place to be. It seems like everybody wants a selfie here for some reason. So I don't quite know why. I mean, it is a pretty bridge, it is interesting, but I don't think it's enough to justify this level of crowd. Well, that was a lot of people on a bridge for no particular purpose, as far as I can tell, apart from taking photos of themselves and their friends. Well, I am making my way to the railway station this morning. Going to go and check out a couple of other things today that I want to see. Getting around town in Kuala Lumpur is pretty easy. The railway system is simple, cost effective. There are things that make life for English speakers very easy. So all of the ticket machines have an English option, and yeah, it's all very simple. So getting about in Kuala Lumpur is easy. Anyhow, I'm on my way to the local light rail station, and we'll make our way from there. This is a bonus. I hadn't expected to get through Little India on this particular journey, so it comes as a surprise to me. It's actually been interesting since I got off the train. Google Maps had me pointing in the wrong direction, had to do a bit of brain work, but now it's all sorted out and hopefully I'm heading in the right direction. But I am surprised to go through Little India, so that'll save me a trip on another day, I guess. Well, I'll say this about Buddhists: they do enjoy making you walk up a hill to get to their temples, hills or mountains. But I'm here now at Wat Tian Hu. Certainly looks like it's in the Chinese style. My first order of business might be finding somewhere for a little bit of a sit down for a moment before I explore. Okay, let's go and have a look. I enjoyed that, even with the walk up the hill. The temple itself was really quite beautiful, but I'm actually going to make my way back to Little India now. The Google Maps app, when I got to the edge of the Little India area, for some reason wanted to take me around the outside of it rather than through it, which looked more direct to me. But because I just got it to be pointing in the right direction, I decided I would follow and come and have a look on the way back. And the good news is that the way back is downhill. It is much easier going down than up. But I must say that the hill is a lot steeper than it looks on the screen. Oh well. I am back in Little India, which is very colourful and very vibrant. I would imagine it would be quite a community. And it probably goes off at night, I suspect. Okay, I am going to head to the central market from here, which is my other planned stop for the day. But I think I'm going to go to KL Central. That rather than go back to the station that I got up at, I think it will be easier for me to get to. Well, that wasn't as easy as I anticipated. Google Maps kept wanting me to go down roads that didn't exist. But I am here, so it was an adventure anyway. But I am here. Found the art annex, which kept me busy for a little while. Don't know if you heard that. I was being harassed to buy a t-shirt. So I just went for a bit of a wander after being in the central market. And I found Chinatown, and I also found this market, which is pretty huge. They do have a kind of good knack of putting them in narrow spaces, and then you have to walk all the way down one aisle before you can turn around and come back. Marketing genius. Alright, there's a couple of other bonuses for the day. But I don't know if you've heard it on any of the videos, but it's starting to thunder. It's getting to that time of the day, and following the thunder will come rain. So I am going to head back to the hotel now. Hi. This morning is the end of my first sojourn in Kuala Lumpur. So I'm heading off to Malacca for a few days, which I'm very much looking forward to. But that won't be the end of my adventures in Kuala Lumpur. After I have spent a few days in Malacca, I'm coming back to Kuala Lumpur before heading south on the train again. So I've decided that because of the amount of content, I'm going to split my Kuala Lumpur adventure here because it seems like a convenient point. So I will see you in Malacca, and then I will catch you later in Kuala Lumpur when I return. Thanks for joining me on my journey. I really appreciate your company. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video and you're not subscribed, you might like to consider doing so by clicking here. Or if you just want to see something else I've made, click here and that will take you to another video. And if you're really feeling like a binge, click here and that will take you to one of my playlists. Hope to see you on the road again soon.